If you're dealing with overwhelming debt early into the new year and feel like you need some help, contacting a licensed insolvency trustee may be what you need. To learn more about the help available, we welcome back Amanda Sherwood with our partners at Allan Marshall Associates. Good morning, Amanda.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely a pleasure. And, you know, some people, when it comes to debt, feel quite embarrassed to seek help when it comes to managing their finances. Why do you think that is?
People feel like they want to be in control of their finances. So when they lose that control, it can be hard to accept. However, it's one of those topics that I don't feel we have enough education on. So it's one of those things that I can't fault people for not knowing the best steps without having the knowledge behind it.
And what are some options available that a licensed insolvency trustee can help you with?
We discuss all options that you may not think of, whether it just be working on your budget to allocate your money properly, suggesting you speak to your financial advisors to see if there's different bank products that may help you reallocate your financial goals. And licensed trustees are the only ones that can administer a bankruptcy or proposal if things are overextended and you need to look at compromising some debt to get a fresh start.
And can you give us kind of an idea of like a success story, kind of just get an idea of how this process works and how you can kind of overcome that debt?
Absolutely. The success stories that I get to see firsthand are those individuals that have been working hard for years to pay down debt, and they've been struggling with it because they're not bringing in enough to pay down what they've got extended to. And the success stories that come out of that is once we do a fresh start, a compromise of debt to give people a starting point to rebuild, they realize that they can actually get some savings accumulated. People that have gone through programs have been able to obtain mortgages, to obtain vehicle loans on something that's affordable within their means after the fact when they've been denied in the past because they've been holding on to debt over their heads. You see a lot of individuals that are making minimum payments that have been paying for years. They have a great credit score, they're managing all those debt products, but they're not getting ahead or achieving any of their goals because they're focusing on the interest payments rather than getting the principal down. And when we get to go through a program to allow a reset, not only do you get to see the ability to get them from under that debt, but they tend to come back, a couple of years down the road to pass on their appreciation and to tell us where they've gotten to, where they've been able to grow and build to. And it's just a wonderful feeling to be able to be a part of that help, that reset.
I'm sure it's a wonderful feeling even to try to have a plan to work towards getting rid of that debt. So can you tell us the difference between a consolidation and bankruptcy? Because I know there is quite a difference between them.
So with a consolidation, that would be something that you deal with the bank to put all your debt in one pot and still need to pay it all, and it would be an interest rate attached to that. When the programs that we do within the office, a consumer proposal is similar to a consolidation in terms of the idea of putting all the debt in one pot. But a proposal is able to negotiate with all of that debt at once rather than dealing with individual creditors on your own. Within a consumer proposal, we negotiate a payment plan for all of the debt for one fixed payment. A bankruptcy is more of a fair, you pay what's fair within your means. So there is asset value that needs to come into play. We look at income level. In a bankruptcy, you pay a percentage of what you earn and certain asset values that you don't need for basic necessities.
Oh,
so it's a pretty fixed mathematical equation to explain what needs to come in. But a proposal is more of a fixed payment that you get to budget, that you get to make sure works within your means, and your creditors vote on it. So it's a middle ground of a negotiation.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for your time, Amanda.
Thank you. Take care.
You too.